Chip and Joanna Gaines took Waco by storm, transforming fixer-uppers into stunning homes. However, after a while they took a break, which led to rumors of health scares, creative differences, hidden feuds, and even death. There's only so much you can see on camera, as a lot remains hidden behind the scenes. From his early days to his rise to television fame, we'll explore Chip's journey and the key moments that shaped him into the charismatic personality we all know and love. Chip's life has been quite a journey over the years and hasn't just been a smooth sail from the beginning. His transition into fame came with a lot of controversies which did affect him in some ways. Chip Gaines was born on November 14, 1974, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. There was rarely anything from his foundation that pointed to his later trajectory in life, but he sure started making moves to better himself early in life. This allowed Chip to build his work ethic and entrepreneurial spirit, while waiting for the next big thing. After high school, Chip looked into various ventures. We know that he attended Baylor University in McLennan County, Texas, because his parents had moved to the state when he was just a boy. While at the university, he tried his hands in sports, but that didn't exactly appeal to him in the long run. Instead, he reportedly had his eyes on the real estate industry and had also worked in construction and even flipped a few houses before meeting the love of his life, Joanna Gaines, in 2001. Since their meeting, the two have shared their dreams of providing magnificent homes for people while promoting their personal brand in the process. Their chance encounter at Joanna's dad's car shop sparked an instant connection. Their meeting was totally by fate. Chip used to patronize Joanna's father's tire shop, which Joanna had featured in one of its television commercials, which was her first television appearance. One thing led to another, and the two were able to hit things off together, while combining their talents to get things done and grow their businesses. Joanna, with her design talents, and Chip, with his construction expertise, were a perfect match. They married in 2003 and soon discovered their shared passion for flipping houses. They decided to get into the trade full-time and soon started raking in profits. Along the line, together, they formed a real estate renovation company called Magnolia Homes, which has currently grown into a business empire covering different needs. And note, this was long before they had anything to do with television. In fact, they didn't have to seek out any producer or do any pitch for their show. It was totally their work speaking for them and shedding light on their constantly growing fan base. They brought unique designs to the market, which was a boost to their business. Their work always had this farmhouse vibe to it, and people were really starting to warm up to that style. Their influence went beyond just their customers to include everyone else, with houses that remained true to their type of design selling higher than other houses. Before television, their business was already doing so great that by the following years, Chip and Joanna had already flipped over 100 houses in the Waco, Texas area. They were on a mission to transform the whole town, turning it into some kind of attraction for people all over. Their impressive portfolio and undeniable chemistry caught the attention of HGTV producers. In 2012, they landed their big break, birthing a show called Fixer Upper. The pilot of the show came out in 2013, and they were able to gather steam to premiere the first episode of the show by 2014. With just the pilot, it was obvious that a lot of people bought into the idea of the show, and just couldn't wait to see what the couple would do with their constantly growing fame. The best thing about the whole deal was that they weren't required to change what they were doing to suit a certain narrative. They just had to bring what they had been doing before to the show. They brought their A game to it and stole the hearts of their fans. Fixer Upper documented the couple's journey of transforming rundown houses in Waco into stunning dream homes for families. Chip's role on the show was that of the contractor. He managed the renovation projects, bringing his construction knowledge and expertise to life. But Chip was more than just a contractor. His outgoing personality, infectious enthusiasm, and playful banter with Joanna became a signature element of the show. He wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty, crack a joke, or surprise viewers with his demo skills. The show always started with a couple picking out a home that they would love to have Chip work on and quickly moved on to the main course, which is the reconstruction phase. This is where most of the challenges and unforeseen circumstances start to appear, further increasing the appeal that viewers get from the show. Seeing how the couple navigated these challenges was something that everyone looked forward to. Then there is a third part of the show which is an absolute favorite for both the viewers and their clients, and that is the reveal stage. Clients are often seen in high spirits as they could scarcely recognize the houses that they picked out. They were basically transforming lives with their projects, and they got all the support that they needed. Fixer Upper became a massive hit, capturing the hearts of viewers across America. People were drawn to Chip and Joanna's genuine love story, their design aesthetic, and of course Chip's undeniable charm. Despite the show's success, it wasn't always smooth sailing. The demanding filming schedule and the pressure of constantly renovating houses took a toll on Chip and Joanna. They also craved more time with their growing family, which included 5 children. The two have come to prioritize their family over fame, and have always retraced their steps whenever it seemed that they were losing sight of what actually mattered. In 2017, after 5 successful seasons, Chip and Joanna made the difficult decision to take a little break from Fixer Upper. Filming for the show, and also managing their numerous businesses along with it, was becoming a hassle. They prioritized their family life and explored other creative avenues. At least this was what Joanna and Chip said were their reasons. Some people have had cause to believe that their break from the show might have stemmed from a disagreement they had with their producers. But stepping away from television didn't mean slowing down. Chip continued to manage Magnolia homes and expand their brand. They opened a store in Waco, launched a lifestyle magazine called Magnolia Journal, and even ventured into the restaurant business with Magnolia Market Silos. Chip also dabbled in other creative pursuits. He co-authored several books with Joanna, showcasing their design philosophy and renovation tips. He even dipped his toes into acting, appearing in a few television movies. There is no doubt that the couple made quite an impression on their audience when they first started, but things weren't always so rosy for them. For Chip especially, he got involved in several scandals, and this affected how a lot of people saw him. It turns out he may have done some people dirty on his way up the ladder. Before the television fame hit the couple, they had a thriving business with the establishments they had under Magnolia, and were surely on their way up even without the show. But we have to be honest, the show did help the business grow, and they have had their profits rising over the years. But the problem was the couple didn't grow Magnolia as solo players. They had other investors in the business. You could easily see them as their partners. Chip, however, played a smart one on them when they were about to start their journey on television. Chip was able to convince each of their partners to sell their shares in the company to him for a reported $2,500 each. Due to the conditions at the time, the partners didn't suspect a thing and went away willingly. However, things started to change for the business shortly after Chip got the deal on HGTV. The brand started getting promoted on the show, and people began to rush their products. Profits started flowing in, and it didn't take long for the former partners to get wind of what was actually playing out. It became obvious to them that Chip must have had everything planned out to have them out of the way, and they were not willing to let that slide. Consequently, they filed a lawsuit against Chip, demanding a $1 million compensation, while alleging some kind of insider trading situation. Unfortunately for the partners, they couldn't make any headway, and the case ended in favor of Chip in 2020. He totally didn't steal from them, given that they sold their shares to him. When the news became public, however, some people had a different view from the ethical point of view. While Chip might not have stolen from his partners, he sure did play them, making him come off as some kind of an opportunist. This affected his public image a lot, and there was so little he could do to remedy the situation. In a bid to clear his name, Chip decided to file a countersuit against his partners for staining his image. In the long run, they opted for an out-of-court settlement, of which the details weren't made public. Despite all the efforts to clean up his image, an impression was already made, and he just had to live with it. And as if that wasn't enough, Gaines again found himself on the wrong side of the Environmental Protection Agency (EPA). In 2018, the issue stemmed from a series of violations that they had discovered during construction. They made a move to suggest that Chip might be more interested in making profits than actually considering the health of his clients. This was a really bad image for the show, and the couple quickly started looking for a way to remedy the situation. The major issue that the couple had stemmed from the use of paints containing lead in the homes they were working on. Lead paint was a common material used in homes built before 1978. However, lead exposure can cause serious health problems, especially in young children. To protect public health, the EPA established the Renovation, Repair and Painting (RRP) rule under the Toxic Substances Control Act. This rule mandates specific procedures for handling lead paint during renovations, including containing dust, using certified renovators, and following proper disposal methods. The EPA reportedly became aware of potential lead paint violations on Fixer Upper after reviewing footage from several seasons. They identified 33 renovated homes on the show where the EPA's lead safe work practices weren't apparently followed. This raised concerns that the show might be unintentionally promoting unsafe renovation techniques and endangering viewers, particularly those inspired to tackle DIY projects. Following the EPA's investigation, Magnolia Homes, the company co-owned by Chip and Joanna Gaines, reached a settlement agreement with the agency. The details included a financial penalty issued to the couple, where Magnolia Homes agreed to pay a $40,000 penalty for violating the RRP rule. Also, in a commendable move and a mission to restore confidence in what they were doing, Magnolia Homes committed an additional $160,000 towards a lead paint abatement program in their hometown of Waco, Texas. This program aimed to identify and address lead paint hazards in homes and child-occupied facilities. They also dedicated the following episode of the show to talk about the lead paint and the potential hazards as a way to further educate the public on the issue and best practices. Beyond all that, what mattered was making sure that such things do not repeat. Consequently, Magnolia Homes implemented a compliance management program to ensure future renovations adhered to the EPA's RRP regulations. This included enhanced record-keeping and training for staff and subcontractors. The incident didn't derail Fixer Upper, but it did raise questions about the responsibility of reality TV shows in portraying potentially hazardous activities. It underscored the need for clear communication and adherence to safety regulations, even in the fast-paced world of television production. Remember that we mentioned that the couple had taken a break from television sometime in 2018? Well, everyone thought that was the end of the show, but they attempted to bring it back later in 2020. The interesting thing here, though, was that they weren't trying to come back through their previous producers. Instead, Magnolia was going to oversee the production. It turns out the couple founded their own production company, further lending credence to the rumor that they might not have parted with their previous producers on level ground. After everything, they decided to continue with the show. In 2021, Chip and Joanna made a triumphant return to television with Fixer Upper, Welcome Home. This new show followed a similar format but with a twist. In the new episodes, the couple renovated a historic Waco hotel, transforming it into a stunning destination property. The return of Fixer Upper was met with excitement from fans around the world. It proved that Chip and Joanna's magic touch hadn't faded. They currently oversee the production of their own shows and have been doing a great job with that since they started. Today, Chip Gaines remains a beloved television personality, a successful entrepreneur, and a devoted father and husband. However, in 2021, Chip did something that rattled his fans once more. This time, the uproar was because of the thought they might be losing Chip to the cold hands of death. The issue came up when Chip released an image with his head shaved. Some immediately took it that he had been suffering from cancer. As you would expect, emotional messages started flying about with many people praying and hoping that he could come out of the situation. On his part, Chip wasn't so quick to debunk the news, and it quickly evolved into a death rumor. People thought that he had passed from cancer. At that point, it was important to set the record straight. It turned out that the Gaines had accepted an ambassadorial position from St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital and was merely on a campaign to help children who were battling cancer. As for the hair, he had his hair shaved and used it to make wigs for children who had lost theirs during treatment. This news brought relief to his fans and also shed light on the things he has been doing to help better the lives of others. The campaign ended up raising more than $300,000 for children battling cancer. Today, Chip Gaines remains a beloved television personality, a successful entrepreneur, and a devoted family man. His wife, Joanna, remains by his side as they continue to expand their businesses. Taking a break from television surely gave them time to put things together. Chip and Joanna's Magnolia brand has grown into a lifestyle empire. Their Waco empire now includes Magnolia Market Silos, a bakery, a restaurant, and several vacation rentals. They've also launched their own television network, Magnolia Network, which offers a variety of lifestyle programming. The network has also started airing Fixer Upper since they returned to TV in 2021. Despite their busy schedules, Chip and Joanna prioritize their family life. They're vocal about their faith and their commitment to raising their 5 children in a nurturing environment. Chip got to realize what his family meant to him after he almost lost his son in a crowd. Chip and Joanna are known for their philanthropic efforts. They actively support various charities and causes close to their hearts. Their contribution to St. Jude's Hospital has been top of the list. With their talent, charisma, and dedication to family, Chip and Joanna Gaines continue to inspire millions. The question now is, what does the future hold for Chip? Well, you won't have to look for too long before you realize that his hands are already full at the moment. Outside the TV show, you can't overlook the success of the Magnolia empire. With the Magnolia Network now producing their show, Chip and Joanna might explore creating more diverse content. They could delve deeper into renovation projects, explore new design ventures, or even venture into unscripted shows focusing on their family life. The Magnolia brand has immense potential. Chip and Joanna could expand their retail stores, launch new product lines, or even open franchise opportunities. With all they have achieved over the years, the couple is believed to have a combined net worth of $50 million. They are known to run one of the most successful shows on TV, and can decide to explore mentorship opportunities, which will help people looking to take the same path. One thing is certain, Chip Gaines' journey is far from over. His entrepreneurial spirit, creativity, and love for family will undoubtedly continue to shape his future endeavors, and we are excited to see where this will lead them in the near future. As for the many controversies that Chip has been named in, we hope he starts doing better as they affect the public perception of his person. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of Chip Gaines' remarkable journey. If you're a fan of Fixer Upper or simply admire Chip's work ethic and charisma, be sure to leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring content.